Hi, baby girl.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What did you just do?
Pee on your potty.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you like going pee-pee on your potty?
Yeah.
Do you want to go pee-pee on your potty or do you want to go pee-pee in a diaper?
Go pee-pee in the potty.
No way. You guys hear that? If you've been around since the start of her potty training, that is like, that is a glorious, glorious sentence, isn't it? Yeah. When was the last time you had an accident?
I pee on the floor.
Yeah, but when? When did you pee on the floor?
I know.
You don't know because it's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah. So guys, I am here to give you an update on Madeline's potty training because I had a ton of people contact me in the last video that I did about her being impossible to potty train. And so a lot of people were reaching out saying that they were in similar situations or they were just so frustrated they didn't know what to do with their kid because they also couldn't potty train their children. I also want to say I had a lot of really negative comments. So if you're one of those people that are going to post negative comments down here, the door is over there. This is to help other parents. This is for positivity because all parents are trying so hard. And until you have a child that is extremely difficult or with behavior problems or anything like that, you are never going to be able to relate to the issues that I had or the issues that some of the other parents are having that are watching this video. So with that being said, I had 3 or 4 people comment or message me saying that the reason she's not potty trained yet is because I should beat her every time she pees on the floor. That's not okay. I'm not going to beat my child. If you're going to spank your child or whatever, that's up to you, but I am not going to sit here and beat my child, and I don't spank her anyways, but I'm not going to beat her. So with that being said, now I'm going to show you all of the things that we finally did to get her potty trained. She is fully potty trained now. She goes on her own. She is kind of wiping on her own, but not a whole lot. Like, it's still a disaster. Some of the times including flooding our bathroom because we flushed an entire roll of toilet paper down the toilet, but she tried, so I gave her credit for it. But I'm going to show you what we finally did from going from kicking and screaming and fighting and tears just sitting on the potty in front of the TV to now fully going in the actual bathroom. We're still not at the point that she'll use a full-size toilet. She's still afraid of the full-size toilet. And now that she's overflowed it, she's really afraid of the full-size toilet. But we have her little Paw Patrol potty in there and she will go in and out on her own. I don't remind her to go. I don't do any of that. She just goes on her own without me. And so I'm going to show you how in just a couple of months we went from that absolute refusal stage where we were at the pediatrician. We had behavioral specialist consultations, all kinds of things to try to get her to go to the bathroom, to now being what? Are you potty trained?
Yeah.
Because you're a big girl.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to show you is her potty training chart that I made myself. Now, of course, you guys can do like the sticker charts. I'm sure you've all seen those before. This one I made myself. This is just a really big like foam board that I covered in fabric. And now I probably won't be able to get it back on here. I covered it in fabric, which is pink felt. It was just a big thing of pink felt that I just had laying around my house. I wanted it to be pink because what's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink is your favorite color. So I wanted it to be pink so that it was her favorite color. And then of course it needed to be Paw Patrol because if you guys don't know, Paw Patrol is her absolute favorite, right?
Yeah.
So we did all of the Paw Patrol characters. So she has all the Paw Patrol characters on here. And then I think there's 2 or 3 of the little Paw Patrol badges. So we started out with giving her
1, 2.
You're gonna count them? Yeah, there's 10 on there altogether. So she would get a sticker, or we call them stickers, they're Velcro.
Now go 5.
But yeah, you need 5 more, right? Every time she would put one on, I would also give her a treat, which would be like an M&M or something like that. She really likes cookie dough, so like those, we have like the Ben & Jerry edible cookie dough, so she could get a piece of cookie dough, something like that, a new toy, whatever. So on the same note as the Paw Patrol chart that we made for her, and she helped design it, she also got to pick out her own underwear, which we got 2 different kinds. So if you don't know, there are ones that are training underwear that are thicker. So when your kid starts to pee, it doesn't just all come straight through the underwear and like down their legs onto the floor. It gives them a little bit of a, I don't know, a barrier, or like, it just allows them to mess up a little bit. They can kind of like dribble a little bit and then stop themselves when they realize what they're doing, where with regular underwear that doesn't really happen as much. It'll just kind of go right through it, right? So we went to Target, and this was a while ago. We went to Target and you picked out your own underwear, didn't you? Mm-hmm. And what underwear did you pick out?
The Paw Patrol.
You did pick out the Paw Patrol underwear.
It's like my Paw Patrol pie shop.
Yeah, exactly. So she did that. She picked out her underwear. It was all good. She really wanted to use it, but if she wore it, she just peed straight on the floor because she would refuse to go to the potty. So obviously it wasn't really getting us anywhere. And they say that whole like letting your kid run around naked for a couple days is what really does it. Pee on the floor, make them clean it up, all that kind of stuff, and then they learn. Did not work with her. She would pee on the floor. She would think it's fun to clean it up, and then she'd just keep going about her day. Or if, say like I was cooking dinner and she was out in the play area playing, she would pee on the floor and just sit in the puddle and not say anything. She'd just keep playing, like she just didn't care. So that didn't work for her. So the next tool that we used is this Potty Watch, and this Potty Watch was sent to us for free by the company to review. It is called Potty Win. I'm not sure that you'll be able to see that. What is this?
My Potty Watch.
This is your Potty Watch. How does it work? Can you tell me?
It tells me to go potty.
It does, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So it goes off, and then when it goes off, what did you do?
Go potty.
Right, you did so good. So you can set this Potty Watch to go off every half hour, hour and a half, and I can't remember if it's 2 hours. I can actually check. So every 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes to go off. It starts singing a little song to tell your kid that they need to go potty. It sings a little song saying that you can go poop, and then it also sings a little song about washing your hands, and then the timer restarts, and then you can just turn it off at night, so it doesn't go off at all. And we didn't really use it where she would wear it because I thought it was a toy, like both kids would want to wear it and think it was a toy, and then it would get lost in all kinds of things, and then it'd go off in the middle of the night and we couldn't find it. So yeah, but we would put it on our TV stand and we just leave it up there and it would go off, and then that's kind of how that worked. But the thing with the Potty Watch is that you have to be able to have your kid use the potty in order to follow the Potty Watch. So if she wasn't going potty and she was refusing to sit on the potty, then what good is the Potty Watch going to do, because it's going to go off and then she's going to refuse to sit on the toilet. So, but once we got her there, it really helped a lot. The other thing is that we had 2 potties that were princess potties, which are really, really cool, because when you would sit on it and they would pee, it would sing a song. Once they go pee, like it knew that the kids were peeing, and then it would like sing the song, or poop, right? But she would never pee on that, like ever. She did not use it. I bought this princess potty when she was 18 months old. She's now 3.5, and I have been trying to potty train her for that long. I've been trying since she was 18 months. Hasn't been working. When I finally got her to sit on the potty, we got over that whole fear of sitting on the potty, which was done just by putting her down, rewarding her, letting her stand up, putting her down, rewarding her, letting her stand up. That kind of a process over and over and over again. She got okay with sitting on it, but then Kaylee would want to also sit on it, and then we ended up having fights because it was like a toy. Then I ended up buying 2 of those, and I thought it would be really good because I could have one up here in our living area, and I could have one downstairs in the playroom, so then I wouldn't have to lug it back and forth and back up and down, you know. And it didn't matter. She would not use it. So then I finally on Target.com saw a Paw Patrol one, and she was really excited for the Paw Patrol one. So I bought the Paw Patrol one. I'm like, you know what? We'll just have 3 potties. If she's excited for this potty, then I'm gonna buy it and see if that helps. So we ended up getting this Paw Patrol one, which she did really like. She was super excited about it, but she still wouldn't pee on it. So the next thing I did was really, really drastic, and it's kind of up to you as a parent if you want to do it. Don't do anything that's going to like harm your child. Contact your pediatrician. I contacted my pediatrician and this was okay. We basically waited for a day that she woke up dry. So her diaper was totally dry. She hadn't gone pee yet. And we sat her on the potty and we forced her to sit on the potty. And what this did is, because she hadn't gone pee yet, we knew that she had to go. Whereas somewhere throughout the day, we wouldn't know if she had to go or not. Like maybe she has had a dry diaper for 4 hours, but maybe she didn't actually need to go. But when they first wake up, she hasn't gone pee yet. Like she has to go. She drank a ton of water the night before. She had water in bed with her. She was sipping her sippy cup as she walked out of the door. So I knew that there was liquid in there that had to come out. So what I did is I put the potty in front of the TV and I sat her on the potty and I said, Madeline, you are gonna sit here until you go pee. It was 3 to 3.5 hours of fighting and screaming and begging to get off the potty. And honestly, guys, it was heartbreaking because I knew that she was holding it in. I could see that she was really uncomfortable and that she was literally just doing everything that she could to hold it in. Like when you're on that really long car ride and you have to pee so bad and you're like squirmy and you can't hold it any longer. That was her. And finally she just let go and she went pee in the potty. And once she did it, she knew that she did something good. And we called my parents on FaceTime and we let her shout to them, I went pee on the potty, and we just let her for like the whole day just be so excited that she finally peed on the potty. And we jackpot rewarded her with candy and toys and chocolate and all kinds of things. And that is really what kind of made her mind like tick, like, oh, I get it now. But it was still a fight after that. Even after that one time, it was still a lot of kicking and screaming and not wanting to go and trying to force her to sit on the potty. And it wasn't something that was going to work very well. But then as time went on, she started to figure out that that's what she was supposed to do. So then we went back to the training underwear and we let her just wear the training underwear, and we would kind of see her little clues, or if she started to pee a little bit, we just pick her up real quick and put her on the potty. And even if just a little bit of pee made it into the potty, we would reward her and then show her like, you know, you've got to get all of it in the potty. And that's kind of where the sticker chart came in. So we started using the sticker chart. She started off using it with a 1-to-1 ratio. So every time she put on a sticker, she would get some type of reward, whether it was a candy or like the teeny tiny little Paw Patrol toy, anything like that. She would get a candy or a reward. I got my certification in special education and behavioral problems and things like that. And one of the things that I learned with any type of behavioral chart like this is that it's really exciting for your kid to put the stickers on it, but they don't always know what they're working for. So if you're just giving your kids stickers like, oh, good job, here's a sticker, they get to put the sticker on, which is exciting, but then like, what else? So it was really important to remind her, Madeline, remember, if you go potty this one time, this is what you get. And we'd say you get a sticker and you get a piece of cookie dough, or you get a sticker and you get a Paw Patrol toy. That way in their head, they keep knowing that that's what's going to happen. Once they go potty, this is their reward. If they're just getting a sticker and you're not telling them really anything else that they're getting, it's not necessarily going to click with them that, hey, if I go potty, I get this. It's just two separate things, or they just only get the sticker or something like that. So that's what we started doing. We did the 1-to-1 ratio. After we did that for about 3 rotations of this potty chart, which was 30 times going potty, we started doing the 10-to-1 ratio. So she would have to put 10 stickers on for every reward that she would get. And that's where we just kind of stopped it once we got to that point. So that got her pretty much there, and we started using the Potty Watch. So we never really used the half-hour setting. We always used the hour or the hour-and-a-half setting. But once we got her going, even telling her like, hey, Maddie, do you need to go potty? She'd say no, and then she'd eventually pee on the floor. So we got her to understand that when this Potty Watch goes off, you have to go sit on the potty regardless. She started following the Potty Watch, and we really only used it for 2 days, I think, before she started going completely on her own. So this was just a reminder to her that she had to go, and we'd say, once it goes off, you have to go pee-pee. If you go pee-pee in your potty, you'll get a cookie dough. And that was enough for her to be motivated by it. So as soon as it would go off, she'd go to the bathroom, she would open the door, turn the lights on, pull her undies down. Like, she would go entirely on her own without us telling her or without us going with her. After those 2 days, on day 3, I asked her, Madeline, do you want to use the Potty Watch today, or do you think you can do it on your own? And she said, nope, I can do it on my own today. And ever since then, we have not had a problem. It's been totally fine. She has been going on her own without me telling her for about a week and a half now, which is really good. But there are always regressions. We had the most frustrating weekend 2 weekends ago, I think it was. Super, super frustrating. She, for both Saturday and Sunday, didn't use the potty at all. Those 2 days, she peed on the floor all day. She didn't use the potty at all. We just woke up from being fully potty trained to nothing, like back to square one. And she was doing the same thing, kicking, screaming, fighting. She did not want to use her potty. And at that point, I just decided to kind of be that mean mom that I never wanted to have to be, but I had to do it. I took away 3 of her favorite toys, which is, I don't know if you guys can see over there, the sky helicopter. I took away this bounce house that needs to be blown up. Maddie, are you gonna go pee-pee? Good job! See, she's going on her own. This bounce house that Kaylee's in, I took away. And then downstairs, they have another like Paw Patrol Lookout Tower slide that's in the playroom. I took that away. And I took all 3 away. Each time she peed on the floor, like those last 3 times, I took them away. And I said, you peed on the floor, you are losing this toy. And then we kind of started back at square one. I pulled the potty chart back out, and I still have it hanging up there. I pulled it back out and I said, you have to pee 10 times to get 1 of those toys back. And not only do you have to pee 10 times, you have to pee 10 times consecutively without an accident. And guys, since we did that, we haven't had a single accident. It's been over a week, over 2 weeks-ish, since I had to pull the potty chart back out, and we haven't had a single accident. She earned all of her toys back, and we are totally back potty trained. She's going on her own, as you can see. So we have finally done it. I've gone through so much with this potty training. I'm not even kidding that I have been potty training her for over 2 years. 2 years straight we've been trying to potty train. The other thing I do want to say is that there are so many other people out there struggling. So don't feel ashamed if your child is not potty training, and don't let somebody else convince you or persuade you that you're doing something wrong or that you're a bad parent, because you're not. You are a perfect parent, and every kid is different. And honestly, if there's one thing that I can tell you that is most important in this process, it is to just remember that your child doesn't have control over their life. You do. And when it comes to potty training and when it comes to eating, those are the only 2 things that your child is in control of. So they're not going to eat a food that they don't want to eat, and they're not going to go potty if they don't want to go potty. And those are really the only 2 things that they can control. So if you are working with a stubborn child, it is very, very likely that you're going to struggle like we did. And that's okay. It happens. So please don't let somebody make you feel bad because your child isn't potty trained yet. I went through so many things with friends and family of them trying to make me feel horrible that my child wasn't potty training yet, or that I was doing something wrong. And I had a lot of people rubbing it in my face that they could go out and do certain things that I couldn't do because my child wasn't potty trained, like sign them up for certain classes or lessons and things like that. And I couldn't do that because my child wasn't potty trained. And for some reason, people like to run with that. So please don't feel bad. Don't feel ashamed. And it's frustrating, but we're here. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Leave something in the description box down below. There are so many other parents that'll be watching this that also are struggling as well. And I want you to know that it is possible and it will come eventually, but it can be very, very difficult. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for more awesome parenting videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.